larva that the husband lost all the little things laying around. But it's very expensive. And she gets it from a place, I think it's called Sterling. I could be wrong with the name. And kip stop. Stop.
You know, it's one of those things that you go around and, you know, there are manure piles forever and a day away from the barn.
Yeah, they're still there.
The place is spotless.
Yeah.
The bugs are just, or the flies are just insane.
Yeah.
They're just relentless. And then you go to another place and the manure pile's just outside the back door and places that loose hair all over the floor.
Yeah, yeah.
Flies aren't that bad.
That's weird.
I'd give it a try and figure out why and how.
Kip, stop. Kip, stop.
Campbellville's, and I know this isn't Campbellville technically, but it is sort of.
Yeah, sort of. Well, I think they call this North Burlington.
Yeah, Southwest Campbellville,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it, but Campbellville's known for,
Bad flies?
yeah,
Mm.
deer flies.
Probably the mayor.
The mayor? Who's the
mayor?
mayor of Campbellville?
I have no idea.
Oh.
But I'd blame politicians for everything.
Wouldn't they be under the umbrella of? Nope. That's the case. George Grant's just a few years behind Miss McCallion. And time served.
Yeah, she's hanging up her mayoral chain. I think she says
Oh yeah?
she's 92 or something.
That's amazing.
Very badly chipped up hinds this year. This rotation, I don't know what. That's why I thought maybe he'd struck himself in some frolicking outside and given him
Sure, he is.
cut his own foot.
Yeah.
The other, but I was completely wrong on that.
That would have been lower maintenance.
Beg your pardon?
That would have been less maintenance, apparently.
Yeah.
If that is the case, but it's just one of those things, right?
And I understand once the horse gets mud fever, it's sort of kind of predisposed to get it again.
It can kind of, lay in waiting in a
Yeah.
sense, unfortunately. And supposedly the white
And it
the
is.
white legs are
Yeah.
worse than the black
Yeah.
legs.
Now someone sent me a link, just an American link to it, and my goodness, there were some really nasty looking,
Cases.
oh,
Oh yeah.
long time to get those settled and just good. I guess he'll never grow any kind of a heel because of the way he walks, right?
Well, it depends on what you consider to be heel.
Well, I guess because I've been looking at his right hind for so long, it seems like his heel's practically on the
ground?
Yeah.
I think that's, in my opinion, quickly, heel is one of those lovely discussions that people could have, forever and ever and ever. And in regards to amount of heel and what is the proper amount.
Mm-hmm.
But heel is one of those things that it grows forward just like the rest of the hoof capsule, right? I mean, if you look at the growth lines on the horse, they're sort of in that angle. Mm-hmm. And the heel is the same. So if you let the heel grow, it moves forward. Mm-hmm. It's sort of like what we did with this front heel on this horse. Mm-hmm. I mean, when I first did them, I basically just brought the heel down to to what they call the widest point of the frog. And that's where the weight bearing should start. So if he grew more heel, it would probably grow forward, and you take it down anyway.
I see.
Because you want
Yeah.
the weight to basically be,
Yeah.
and his hoof capsule
I
to
understand.
start
I see.
back here.
Yep.
So in my opinion, he's got enough heel. Because if he had more, I'd probably end up having to remove it anyway to get the hoof capsule underneath his limb. So I'm not worried about the amount of heel he's got. I think
I
it's-
guess just because I've inspected his other foot particularly closely over these last 2 weeks while treating this thing, and
and it looks bad.
well, it looked like it was practically down right on.
Yeah.
The mud fever was practically right down on the ground. It was a terribly difficult place to keep clean because it is so close to the ground.
Yes. But you know what? I mean, obviously toe length is important, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, just from the standpoint that, you know, you want to be able to stand them up so that their axis isn't broken. But in my opinion, when he's trimmed, that's not a problem for this horse. You know, his axis is fine. Pattern angle to his hoof capsule angle is good. And that's what you're looking for.
Okay, your fronts look so nice. I didn't realize how long they were until I now see them in their new trimmed.
Yeah, you can have a fair bit of foot on.
So that's the mud fever, but I mean, it hardly even looks like it anymore, does it?
Yeah, it doesn't look bad at all.
Yeah, it's crept up here a bit. It was creeping
Yeah.
up a bit higher, and it was quite puffy in through here.
Oh, that can be horribly sore for them,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
Yeah. They did ask me when I called about it. I said, this is what he's got. Some people say it's mud fever. I don't know what it is. And they asked whether he was lame.
yeah.
And I guess it could be, in a severe case, a horse could be terribly lame because it's...
Well, it's right in that flexation
Yeah,
area,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And obviously, you know, if there's enough damage and everything else, it'd be like, you know, being all bothered here in your elbow.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
yeah. Well, it's responded very well to treatment. When did I have Dr. Cordemoff here?
10 days ago?
Tuesday of last week.
Yep.
And I've been up every single day to treat it. I did have Nicole, the girl here, do it on Wednesday. Was Wednesday yesterday? Yeah. So while I wait for it to dry after I've done the betadine scrub and all that, I've groomed him to death, so his coats never looked so nice.
Yeah, well, there you go. Nice,
Yeah.
a nice byproduct.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, obviously, it's an elbow grease problem in a sense, right?
Yeah.
Just like thrush or anything like that. It's being diligent, right? And getting a break or two from the weather and
Well, I've been very fortunate because if it had been raining, I was told he couldn't go up.
yeah.
And he would have been just jumping up and down in here.
Well, unfortunately, I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow, isn't it?
Is it?
I think
Yeah.
that's what I heard.
Yeah, for a day or two.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's been such a, I don't know, I wonder whether she'll take a look tomorrow, because the weather in our neighborhood's different than up here. We'll see.
Even the dew in the morning, let's face it, sometimes it's enough.
Yeah, and they're out early. We got here at about 25 to this morning,
Yeah.
and they were all out. And when I got here, even when I come here, when your appointment's at 8:30, and I got here a few minutes before,
Yeah.
if I'm driving fast, they're usually on their way out or already out. They have a good long time outside, which is great for this horse. The more moving around he has, the better.
Well, it helps me.
Yeah. Actually, after the chiro adjustment I hadn't had one done since January when I was up at Beaumont.
Yep.
Dr. Melissa McKee was the chiro person, and she gave me some very interesting exercises to do with him. She said, I should do them before the farrier shows up. And I was amazed